Wagwan Collective. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Thank you for tapping into my channel, listening to my message, being a part of the Rasta Gal Family Vibe Tribe. If you are, big ups to you. If you are not, what are you waiting for? Jump on this train we call life and subscribe to the vibes. Okay? Collective, I have a whole bunch of dreams and downloads and channelings to just share with you. You see my title there? Yeah, collective. It's bittersweet for your enemies. It's bittersweet for anybody that is not of the light. Anybody that has done anything to you, wrong to you, and if you have done wrong, but you have corrected your ways and you're moving on your steady path, on your personal growth and your journey, okay, whatever that journey you call yourself, on that journey that you're going on, no matter what you're calling it, self-love, healing, spiritual path, you're moving forward. You're looking at things with a new pair of eyes. You're looking at everything you went through that either you put yourself through or others put you through. You're looking at it from a higher perspective. This message is for people that are still looking at you, collective, plotting against you, provoking you, whether it's in the physical or spiritual realms. Again, plotting. Confirmation. Whether it's in your dreams, whether it's in your energy or field, or they're plotting in secret, behind closed doors in the dark. You know that saying, what happens in the dark comes to light. And I am going to be shining a light on the darkness, okay, with this message. I share my dreams and downloads, so collective, you may relate to this, okay, and if you do, give me thumbs up and share my message. But if it doesn't relate to you, it's okay. You could tap on other dreams, messages, and channelings that I give, and subscribe to the vibes, listen to it. But collective, again, if you can relate, then stay around and tap in, okay? So I want to share my dreams that just happened like this morning. I had got a channeling song and 2 songs back to back, and then I was just saying things throughout my day. So the channeling song that I got, it was called One Night in Bangkok. And I haven't heard that song in a while. And that's a song I just listened once in a blue when I was younger, but it really didn't appeal to me. But it's very, what is it? Just the song and the message to it. But the song and the sound is very appealing. So it makes you want to tune in to listen to the message. So I have that channeling song down below in my description box. And then I heard another song afterwards. But that song in Bangkok, I had that message when I woke up. I heard that channeling song after my dream. So let me go into my dream, then I'll go back to the song. I saw my ex. He was like around me, maybe visit for the children, or it was just around my energy. Okay. And after they left, he went to go travel to visit somebody, whether it was one of his girlfriends or just somebody. And I saw in spirit when he left me, it went to the next dream where I saw him going into this woman's house And the woman that he went into was an older woman, but she looked unkept, kind of just not all together or put together. So I was like, that's not usually his type. Like, I don't know why my energy went into this, other scenario of the dream. But I was like, is that his type now? Like, she looks older and looks run down, and she just looks very older. And she's not together. Okay, the woman didn't have edges. Okay. And she just, again, her figure didn't look together, and she just looked very unstable, unkept. She didn't have herself together. And I was like, I probably would have woke up, but I just stuck around in a dream to watch, to see more. And I was like, this is not usually his type. What is going on here? So I was kind of investigating. And after he visited me, wherever I was, whatever I was doing, I'm channeling here, so bear with me. I saw him enter into the house, and he was talking to her, but before he was about to do anything, I don't know what they were meeting up to do. I saw myself, my spirit, just drift off into the kitchen. I was kind of like following him, and he immediately smelled my fragrance. Okay, I don't know, my spiritual fragrance, I guess. And he was like, what's that smell? And he was walking around the place, and I guess he spotted the smell and where it was coming from, and he pointed to it. And then the other woman came behind him, and I was trying to get out of the house spirit wise, and the woman was also lift up her nose and her face and was smelling. They both were smelling, and it just reminded me of demons. I was like, okay, it's kind of like a trickster energy, but I was like, these are demonic energies, because why are they? It's just a certain way of the dreams I've had over the years to know that, when demonic energies smell a sweet energy or odor or fragrance from someone that is clean, someone that is pure, someone that is of the light, they both just, the energies would stop and just smell like they're animals type of energies. They are. So they smell to see where you are. They smell, to see what you are. And they spotted me, and I was trying to get out of the house because I didn't want to be there anyway, to see what they were up to, what they was going to do. And then I woke up, and I heard that song, the Bangkok song, One Night in Bangkok. I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up, but I just heard like a chorus part. And then I heard the other song, I think is, if it's not Earth, Wind, and Fire, it's the other group, but it's called Happy Feelings. And I've been humming that all throughout my day, the Happy Feelings song, until I was able to sit down and see about that other channeling song I heard. So collective, again, someone is, just from the dream, someone is up to something. Okay, whatever's done in the dark comes to light. Possibly you are in spirit, investigating, calling energies out, shining your light on the darkness in the dream state, collective. Okay, and what happens in a dream state most likely comes to light. It also may come true. It will come to life on the 3D realms. Not all the time, but most of the time. So someone in the background is up to something. You see my title there. Energies are oppress, obsess, and stress. because they bitten from the rotten apple. Okay? Someone offered somebody an offer or just a plague deal of something, and now they bitten a rotten apple and it's causing someone's mouth to bleed. It's causing someone probably have problems with their teeth. Maybe someone was talking so much about you, collective. Now the karma is, things happening with their mouth. Throughout my day, I also saw the word core. And I was like, why is that sticking out to me? And yeah, someone is rotten to the core. Whoever and whatever has came up against you, again, in the dark, whether it's family, friend, business, foe, boss, co-workers, okay, hoes, hobos, whatever, and whoever has came up against you of the past or present, they're rotten to the core. And what happens to rotten apples? They get done away. They get trashed. They will spoil from the inside out, collective. From this apple here, someone could be, and I'm not wishing this on my enemies. I'm not wishing this on nobody, but by me seeing this picture here, someone could be bleeding from the inside out. My gosh. And I don't wish that on nobody. I'm not putting that on nobody. Let's get that clear. I'm not praying it on nobody. But this is what that is showing me. What do you think, collective? People are being exposed. Maybe my message is exposing these energies of how their character are, how their lifestyle is, and just who they are as in their identity. They are rotten to the core. And it is being exposed. The light is shining on that darkness. Something could be happening to them physically. Again, I don't wish that on my enemies at all, but something could be happening to somebody because of their energy is blocked off, because of the malice they have in their heart for the oppression, the stress, the obsession that they have against you or have regarding you, collective. It is turning them rotten. Their chakras are blocked. They are rotten. So when things are blocked spiritually, it appears in someone's life physically, collective. This is just what happens. It's facts. Okay? It affects you physically. And just from that dream state and what I was seeing, again, it doesn't specifically have to be my ex. It could be of, again, all the other categories that I brought out. People of the past or present that likes to project, that likes to keep my name in their mouth, my life in their mouth. If they are, I don't know. I really don't sit there and dwell on who's coming up against me or who's talking about me now. I don't live my life like that. But when I dream of things and I pick up energy, I'm like, okay, this is what they're doing in the dark. Okay. This is what's occurring. This is what they're plotting. Wow. Okay. It always comes out in the light. Whoever's thinking about you, whoever's talking about you, they come up in a trickster energy. You could pick up that familiar scent or that familiar energy because it doesn't lie. Whatever projections they're throwing at you or entities they're using, Okay? Doesn't lie. Why all of a sudden this energy is appearing in my dreams that I haven't thought of for years? Energy doesn't lie. You're possibly collective again. The second channeling song again was Happy Feelings. You're probably in your energy, in your own lane, just minding your business, eating your fruits, okay? The ripe ones. Drinking your water, and you're moving forward in your own personal journeys, in your own healing. You possibly are feeling happy. You're at peace with things. Collective. You're feeling that happiness all around you or within you. You're forgiving yourself, loving yourself, moving on, moving forward. Okay? And again, all of a sudden, these energies want to pop up in your dreams or literally pop up in the physical. You bump into them and see them in passing on your journey. Or their name just pops up. Or again, you see them in your dreams. So that woman in my dreams kind of remind me of, again, it wasn't his type, so it could have been of an elder or of a practitioner. If someone's getting readings on me, possibly could be getting readings on you, collective. What else is new? Maybe they have done something with an elder or an older person, okay, that was in the dark. Against me, against you, collective. And it's coming to light, is what I got. She could have been a practitioner. Maybe a family member, who knows? But it was just weird how they both stopped and went to smell. And I don't know how to express it, how they stopped to smell. It was like they got on their, I don't know if they got on their knees, but they just stopped and just lift up their heads, and their necks went all the way up to smell. Like they stretched their neck. It was weird. So again, it is bittersweet for your enemies. It is bittersweet for these past or present energies. They're taking it personal. You're not anymore if you was. You're moving forward with yourself in your life. I felt like, because this other song just came to me now, with don't take it personal, take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. Sometimes things come to an end, especially if they are bitter, especially if they are rotten to the core. My gosh. If things was good, now it appeared and got rotten. You're not taking it personal, but the past or present people you have cut ties with, moved on and moved forward, is taking it personal. Okay? But that good things come to an end. That could mean a lot of things. Easy come, easy go. They thought you was an easy come and an easy go. No, I don't think so. Collective. People have their own intentions and their own agendas to having you in their lives. It's not your responsibility to it is not your responsibility to be like, okay, I'm going to punish you. I hope that's not like you, but when you're feeling, stress, you're feeling like somebody's coming up against you there, you're feeling the projections, you're being spiritually attacked, or you're being astral attacked in the astral realms in your dream. Again, you're not taking it personal. You're protecting yourself because those energies are sad and blue. But you are knowing, collective, you got your whole life ahead of you and you're moving forward. Those past energies or present energies you've cut ties with, it was here and now you're gone. But also they were here and now they're gone. And you got to keep moving on. Yes, I'm quoting that song because I feel like the past or present energies want to still have their teeth in you. They still want to try to harvest from you. Maybe the energies that they're filled with or that keeps jumping bodies want to see if you still have emotions, feelings, scars, trauma, triggers within yourself, your mind, your consciousness, within your heart, within your core, to still try to taunt and haunt. But you're working on healing that, or you have healed that and moved on. This can also, the apple could represent not only the core of someone's soul, it could represent the brain, it could represent the heart. Someone is not mentally all there, possibly due to a broken heart, possibly due to a bruised ego. You hurt their ego, collective, by moving on with yourself in your life. Now you're having happy energy, happy feelings. You're at peace, and it is a problem, collective. You're improving and evolving. It is a problem. You're focusing on yourself, thinking about yourself only and who loves you and what matters the most, and they're not in the picture. It is a problem. Whoa, collective. That song, that One Night in Bangkok. Someone could be of an Asian descent. Someone could be of the Philippines, from Thailand. Okay, that's a lot of those cultures that live in that area. Someone could have been coming up against you from those cultures or area. Maybe someone traveled there to do something. They're on demon time. That song talks about the red light district, and you know what I mean? It talked about, it was a metaphor of someone using chess as representing Bangkok. And you know what happens during those times of the red light district and the special. There's light and dark that occurs around that time. I'm sure Bangkok is beautiful, but it's, you know what I mean, from just that song, it was expressing how temptation can occur and how, you know, you can be, again, the angel talking to you on one side, the devil talking to you on the other. And that's with life in general. When you're making decisions, not trying to be tempted, not trying to stoop to that lower frequency or energy or lifestyle or temptation. Overall, these energies were tempted. People were tempted that came up against you due to emotions, due to a lack of control of their mind, body, spirit, and soul. Due to the anger and resentment and malice they have within themselves and not healing from it, due to their childhood traumas, childhood triggers, due to past life energies and of entities that want to continue jumping bodies. Energies that haven't forgive themselves and heal themselves. This could be of a past lifetime. They wondering why you're so happy. They're wondering why you're at peace. Because you have healed yourself. Possibly. This may not pertain to all. Maybe you're working on that healing. That is your journey, collective. We all have individual reasons and healing to do on our paths. And they are all different. Okay? When I was talking about the duality of light and dark, of the good and bad, of the good and the ugly, of the devil and of the angel, you see the apple there. One's red and one's white. That's representing the light and the dark. Maybe the energies didn't have to represent people from the Asian background. But that's what that song was representing. My ex of the African American background. Okay? This message can pertain to all cultures and all ethnicities, all races, of all zodiac signs. But those were the energies I was channeling and feeling and what I saw in my dream. My gosh, collective. So again, someone could be from that area. Other things that I was, again, seeing, this could relate to energies and people of the past or present that didn't like you for some reason. They didn't like your light. How you handle situations. How you got yourself out of trouble, out of struggle, out of trials and tribulations, and still remain standing. Again, you were that lotus blooming from the ground, getting things from the mud, collective. And you still, for somehow, some reason, bloomed. You appeared out of the muck and appeared still beautiful, still clean, still presentable, still mentally stable, still emotionally intact, spiritually strong, physically standing and strong. They're wondering how. So these could be energies of people, place, and things. Entities of the dark matrix, just watching and wondering how you're still standing. Why and how you got through things. I don't know about y'all Thanksgiving, collective, but mine's was, it was peaceful, but at the same time it wasn't. It was like a duality. And this wasn't of my energy, it was of outside forces, outside energy. How are you still standing strong, confirmation, like a tree, like roots planted in the ground, when there's tornadoes happening around you, chaos happening around you? How are you not withering away? How are you still letting the breeze just make you just sway and flow? Maybe you felt a lot of distorted energies happening around you. That's what occurred with me. My gosh, collective. And it kind of disrupted your peace a little bit. That's what the energies wanted to do. Okay, I hope that wasn't like your Thanksgiving. But literally, not in the spiritual, just in the spiritual, but physical. You know, you got that knock within the spiritual to wake up. But in the physical, cops had to be called. Okay, people had to get arrested. Not me, but around me. Okay, everybody's life and situations that they're going through around these holidays, emotions arise. People are not in the right mind state. Their life is not like it should be. Again, emotions get a hold of you and make you do some crazy things. Maybe that's the energy that someone wanted you to be in, collective, but it ended up being them. Again, cops had to be called. People had to get arrested. This message could be also pertaining to a female or females. Okay? That came up against you. Plotted against you behind the scenes. Over, again, it always comes down to it, over some Wang. Like he is the only man or boy here on this planet. Over some Wang. It was the survival of the fittest. Survival of the Wang. The same with the woman. Okay? You're not the only woman here on the planet. But maybe someone got sprung over you. And it's the survival of the fittest. They want to cock block everything that you're trying to, and that you are moving forward doing still, but they want to try to cock block your movement forward. Throwing the Wang. Want you to be codependent on their energy or physically codependent on them. Running after them. I felt like a runner and chaser energy in my dreams over the holidays. I felt a chaos type of energy. Tried to disrupt, but it didn't really. It was happening on the outside, which I wasn't being a part of that energy. People are, especially when they're not mentally together and their heart is not healed and their chakras are blocked, they go crazy. Okay? Literally people banging on the door trying to come in your spiritual realms, trying to break down your spiritual projections they were doing to break your spiritual protection. Wow, collective. Or it was physically happening around you, metaphorically. It was literally happening. Someone banging on the door trying to come in. Daunting banging. Because they can't get in. I feel like your ancestors, the spiritual realms, is blocking. It is blocking. Spiritually. Energy vampires. Codependent energies. People that are spiritually dehydrated that needs to go and do some healing. Sending projections, entities spiritually trying to rape. Spiritually trying to harvest your energy because they're spiritually in need, spiritually dehydrated. People trying to harvest your energy for their needs, their satisfactions, their whatever dirty intentions they have. That goes for the entities and people are projecting. I guess they don't know when you call your energy back, your power back, that energy has to go somewhere. It is going to be transmuted for your highest good, but it has to go back to the senders. Return to the senders. That energy is going to be sent to purgatory, entity sent to purgatory where they belong. You're standing in your energy. You're calling your power back. You're standing your ground. You're not accepting no energies being sent to you that is not of your energy. You are refusing energies. Somebody probably was trying to send a sick spell. Maybe you saw the number 666, but they was trying to send sick spells to you. Love spells to you. Dirty juju to you. Maybe you have felt those energies, collective. But again, whoever is rotten to the core, in the spirit as well as in the flesh, good things that they was harvesting from your energy and aura field comes to an end. It's going to come to an end if it hasn't already. It is now. And it's affecting people's lives. Whoever's projecting, it's affecting different things in people's lives because they wanted to take, steal, and harvest from your energy and aura field. With whatever they were doing, whatever they were using, whatever they were doing. They could have had you on their altar. That's going to come to an end, collective. As you continue moving on and moving forward. My gosh, they were sending spiritual monkeys, monitoring energies. That will come to an end if it hasn't came already. My gosh, collective. You are refusing, again, to accept those energies. You're refusing to remain bitter. The situation and things that you have gone through, it has made you stronger and become, or you're working on becoming better. That is the energy that has made you. Situations in life has made you. And again, these energies, entities, people projecting, the dark matrix is looking at you like, my gosh, transformers. You're transforming, transmuting that energy. You're finding the joy and peace in your life again. You're feeling light in your energy and aura field. And the people that are projecting, whatever entities they were using, it has to go back to them. And they're wondering why their life is upside down, tipsy-topsy. It is affecting their physical body, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because of the bitter to the core, deep down to their core. It's so rotten. Like this picture showing here of this apple. They're wondering why. If you don't forgive, collective, for your sake, it can turn you rotten to the core. You have to love yourself and forgive yourself so you don't become stagnant and cold and rotten to the core and bitter. You got to forgive and, again, protect your energy the best way you can, but definitely forgive yourself for yourself. So you can remain, you know what I mean, stable, and you can have some sanity for yourself. It's not for the people and outside forces, it's for yourself. My gosh, collective. So that was a song that I heard. And again, it just appeared out of nowhere. And then again, I was humming that happy feeling song. And all that came from that dream. And just what I was sharing with you, again, from other recent dreams. People want you to chase after them. It was like a runner and chaser energy from this other dream I had. Somebody was watching and lingering. I felt like they wanted me to chase them, and I was like, I'm not. I'm focusing on myself. And that's possibly how you are. I don't know. Your life. But I could be speaking to most of the collective. You're focusing on yourself. You're not chasing what is not going to uplift you. You're not going to be chasing people that wants to be chased just to fulfill their and gently stroke their ego. I don't know about you, but I'm cutting things to the right at the core, collective, right at that center of the apple. Cut. It was nice. Thank you for the practice. Thank you for the acting. Cut. Okay, next. Type of energy, collective, I'm in. I don't know about you. But you know that saying that you shouldn't be eating from a stranger or taking things from a stranger. Someone has fed somebody information, rotten information, to the core. People gossiping, people are people are just giving other people apples of rotten information. Again, dirty to the core. And the people that are spreading the news is spreading that dirty energy, spreading that disease. Oh my gosh. It has made someone rotten. Someone could have caught a case for talking about you, spreading rotten information about you that is still damaged from within, because again, you have cut that energy to the core. You're refusing to accept less. You're refusing to be a doormat. You're refusing to be someone's stepping stool. You're refusing to be a people pleaser. You're refusing to be someone's scapegoat. You're refusing to be someone's punching bag. You're refusing to be someone's evolving door. People want to come and go as they please in the spiritual realms in your energy, as well as within the physical realms of your home, of your residence. You're refusing to open the door. You're refusing to let people in. And you're not taking scraps. You're not taking their rotten fruit, their rotten energy. You're not accepting it. Because you deserve better. I deserve better. So you're going towards better. You're looking forward to a happy life. You're looking forward to happiness within yourself. Moving forward to happy things. You're moving forward to better and bigger things that are ripe, that are fresh, that is pure, that is of light. Okay, and it starts for us to feel that way, collective. Someone bitten off the rotten apple. Someone was given rotten advice or rotten information about you. Because that person that gave it was rotten. And now they're trying to, again, manipulate, emotionally abuse and manipulate divination. If they are getting readings on you from a rotten tarot reader. Rotten practitioner. Just the energy is just off. It's rotten. Okay? And two rotten apples, or a group of rotten apples, they spoil. Collective. Oh my gosh. This message is deep. This message is deep. So again, energies, monitoring energies you could have been experiencing. Okay. And it made you become a Spectre gadget. If your gifts are opening, you're elevating in your gifts, spiritually, collective. You're able to see people doing things behind the scenes. Spiritually, you're able to see people doing things in the physical. And you're just falling back because you know what happens to people that come up against you. It doesn't end well for them. Again, I'm not wishing this on the enemies, my enemies. And I hope you're not wishing that on nobody else. But it is facts. When you're doing right, mind your business, drink your water, stand in your lanes, being the peacemaker, people that come after people like that, things doesn't end well in their life. Karma comes back. It doesn't skip a door. Doesn't care who you are. Okay? If you have to serve karma, it comes back. My gosh, collective. Confirmation, collective. So again, these energies, okay, people are doing all this type of root work and voodoo and black magic, whatever is going on. Even people that are gossiping, word magic, sex spells, love spells, juju, dirty juju. Again, they are oppressed and obsessed. And now they're stressed because they've bitten from the rotten apple. Because of their rotten insides of their core that they are. That they need to cut it out. They need to cut what they're doing. Just stop. But they can't because of the entity, because of the malice and bitterness they have, the jealousy that they have, the envy that they have. It has taken a hold of people. That is an entity. Someone could be of a Caucasian descent. Okay? Because the energy from Thanksgiving, you know, the person that was arrested was a white female. She could have been Hispanic. Again, this message touched on a lot of races and cultures. This energy could have been an incubus or succubus energy coming after you, collective, me. Okay? Banging at the door, trying to come in. This could have related to a toxic relationship. You cut, collective, or a toxic relationship that's happening on the outside of you. Regarding their emotions and how they feel about you. You're not even there physically, okay? But obviously your energy is still there. If you are breaking up connections, and you're not breaking it up to punish nobody, people are waking up. Consciousness and awareness is occurring with people. Okay, if this is happening between a male and a female connection, maybe my energy, maybe your energy, collective, from you moving forward and moving on with your life, you're not paying attention to that energy anymore, that relationship you was in. Somebody else can't let it go or let you go. They carrying it into other connections and breaking up because of that. Or you just could be spreading your light, collective. And it's, again, awakening the consciousness of people, the collective. They're realizing they are in a toxic ass connection. I need to do better with myself and my life. Why am I attracting these type of Jezebels, succubus and incubus energies? Maybe I need to do some healing within myself. Maybe I need to have some self-control within my chakras, within my flesh, within my energy, within my life, within my character. You could have outside energy again, wanting to tempt you, whether it's in a workplace, talking stuff, really opening up the truth energy. The truth is coming out. Someone could have been possibly doing truth spells. Now they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the information they receive. They can't handle the news. Maybe someone is expressing how they really feel. And you don't like it, I don't like it. I don't know. It's however you deal with that information you receive, collective, of how someone truly feels about you. Are you going to let it resonate with you? Or are you going to leave it behind and continue moving forward? Because that's not you. That's not who you are. That's not what you are. That's not who you are that they want to paint upon you. They want to paint a picture. They want to paint a fantasy upon you. That's not who you are. You're no one's red light special. You're not giving no one the green light. This is all in someone else's mind and imagination. That's not mentally there. That is full of lust. Again, this apple's representing temptation. This apple's representing, it's representing the worldly things that happens here on this planet. My gosh, collective. I knew I threw out a lot because these were the energies I've been feeling all this time from my last message I left. All the scenarios, all the stories that I share with you is what I felt, collective. Maybe this is what you're feeling. Maybe this is what you possibly was experiencing. But you have stood your ground. And you're going to continue standing your ground and move forward. Don't bite the apple, collective. Don't fall for the temptation. Whatever anything or anybody is trying to project at you, throw at you, tempt you, trying to derail you, trying to distract you. These are energies that are trying to distract you from your path and what you're moving towards, what you have thought of, what you are passionate about doing, what you are working on perfecting within yourself. Energies, entities, people projecting of the past and present. Your mind. They want to trick your mind. But they also want to distract you. Ignore the distractions, collective. And continue perfecting yourself and moving forward. Staying in your lane. Drinking your water. Let me grab my cup to drink something now. Mind your business. And you are good to go. That was my message, collective. I know you can relate. I touched on a lot of things. My gosh. This message went everywhere because that's how the energies felt. What I've seen. My gosh. If you can relate to this message, for sure, hit that bell and notification. Give me thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share this message as well to others that also needs to hear this and can relate. But again, people are, and just everything around you, by you making big changes in your life for yourself, it is showing up. People's cores are showing up rotten. People are, again, just taking things personal, but that's not your problem. Confirmation. You continue to remain you continue to remain grounded, collective, and work on yourself for your well-being, okay? For your highest good. Until next time, this is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Continue to keep it real with yourself, collective, okay? And be aware of just temptation, okay? Be strong and resist the devil, okay? They flee, all right? And again, stay safe on these spiritual and physical streets. Till next time, take care and peace.